So, hi there. I'm going to, I don't know. I'm just going to stay here for a little while, see if anyone checks in. I miss you a bit, so I just wanted to sit here. Maybe I should talk about something. It's a good idea. I will just write hi. That's also a good idea. Oh, I think one is here. If it's not me, I'm not sure. I mean, the one that is counted after a while, maybe it's slow, but it should be someone else, right? So, hi, you. Yeah, I thought about talking about yoga and so on. And also, I love to talk about certain things because if I do, then I have to get into them more. And suddenly, I mean, I think like this, I'm not sure about anything. I just have my perception or my, perception, yeah. That the greater all there is. Yeah, I mean, when you get messages through you, or through me, that is, then it speaks through my experience, my life experience, and my understanding. It uses the senses that I have, and also the knowledge that I have, and sometimes it exceeds that though, and that is fascinating when it's something I don't have a clue about, and I suddenly give information about, which I did to begin with the yoga before I knew anything about it. And that's actually mainly why I was interested, because I got yoga positions and so on to people that would help their health, and it really did efficiently, just a few ones and so. And by then I didn't do any yoga, and I didn't know about it. So from that experience and hearing their experience, I started to be interested in yoga and doing it myself. I should have done it way more, I know that though. Yeah, so that's it. But also, yoga is about union, and I think about that also as integration. So as not to push away and not to cling, and it's hard for the ego, very difficult. But I mean, it's a soft way to integrate that. But I'm not a yogi. I mean, I kind of am sometimes when I do yoga. That is then, and I still get those kind of suggestions or advices to people, and especially when I started reading about it. But then I felt when I did that to talk to you about it, I felt it was a little bit limited though, because I mean I'm not stuck in a frame of things, whatever it is. But then again, when you talk about things, you need to use words, and they are kind of square. Yeah. So, but yeah. So I don't know what to say. If I need, do I need to say anything more about yoga? Even I feel like now I also started a medicine wheel with a few people, and I really love that. So now I'm so into that. We will see how it goes though. Either they are not so technical or I'm not, because they apparently can't. I try to do it like this, but then unlisted, so it's only for them. But they seem to not be able to chat. And that would be a good thing, because, I mean, they can share experiences with each other and so on. And yeah, so, and yeah, I do it for free as Alberto Villoldo, one of those I listen to sometimes. And I have read all his books. All the books I know are out there anyways. I don't practice all of it though. I mean, last books he wrote, as I've talked about also, Grow a New Body. It's fantastic. But yeah, I don't live it. I don't live it yet though. Maybe I won't ever fully. But he's very mild though. He said test and find your own path, and they do like muscle testing or any kind of way. But then also he's so humble. I mean, he's so humble really want, you feel it's from the heart. She really wants to share it, and he says, "This is not my knowledge. This comes from ancient sources. This is given to me, and this is given to you." And so I want to give it that way as well. So I could actually do them publicly on here if so. Maybe one day I will. Not right now, because of. It's not because I want to hide anything. It's just because I don't want to have a mess. I don't want things to be like complicated. I had no plan for this though. I thought maybe someone will come in and then maybe I can answer some questions or so. And if not, then yeah, I usually have no problem finding things to talk about. So, but maybe, who knows? Maybe one time I will then. But it will be more fun to have conversations. So, and also not having to try to upload them and all that. Now they are already here, and it's so much easier for me. And sometimes it doesn't work, so then I've like done it in vain, or it isn't, because I didn't talk to myself, and maybe I need that. I mean, this place have been very much like therapy form of. By the way, you have known about Tiptoe Chic, her little kid, one of her kids, not the smallest ones, her oldest child. He recently started a Tiptoe Man, he calls it. I think it's on Facebook called that. So for you who followed her and knew her, maybe you don't listen to this though, but some of you might, since she did witchy stuff, and she had this awesome energy. I mean, for a while when my life was, I don't know how to describe it, but she was this happy place for me. She really was. I didn't invite all that closeness as she wanted in our connection, and now I can't say I regret it, but yeah, I feel like I maybe betrayed her. Not betrayed her, but I feel like I wish that I would have understood better, so that I would have been there for her. I think she really needed a friend. I mean, she had a lot of friends, but I think maybe she couldn't get enough. No, I'm not saying that, but I mean, I think, yeah, someone just meant her well. She was really warm-hearted. Yeah, also heated, as I myself can understand. She was more so though. But yeah, her little kid, so much like her and also not so much like her. But it's fabulous to hear just how it goes. Sometimes when you follow someone on here and know who they are, you, especially her, because she was like at Stickham also. She invited people on Friday nights, or it was not that time here in Sweden then, but she was just going around cooking, doing stuff in the afternoon, and having that video going, talking, chatting with people, and meanwhile, and then doing some meditations and going to her witchy room in the cellar there. Like, spending that time with her, it was so, it was like, yeah, it's a safe haven. And also feeling, she loved to include others, and she had huge humor, a lot of things with her, really. It was so awesome. I also kind of like that sometimes when people are that, you have to have some engagement to be hot-headed, let's say. And she could also, when she saw that, wow, this maybe was not okay, then she could also admit that. So, yeah, I really liked her, and it's very sad that she passed. So it feels good to hear her kid though, and that he is fine, and So yeah. So yeah. So he wanted to spread the word about that page. So I kind of wanted to do it here, although I don't think there are many who. I don't do lots of witchy stuff here, you know. To me, that's a very private path. It have begun to be. I mean, I love it, and I don't hide it, but it's not like something. I mean, I have great respect for the tradition that I initially got initiated into, although I didn't continue with them. So I I mean, that's, I guess that's my, um, how can I say this? Because I've talked to people sometimes and it varies so much. And I don't mean to dismiss anyone, but I just think that if you get a proper training, that doesn't have to be, I was always like very eclectic. They weren't at the time. And but I myself could be as eclectic as I wanted, but not in the coven. But still, and I was very much into both the Hindu goddesses and Kuan Yin, most of all, for many years later, and so on. For example, yeah, yeah. Anyway, so, but that's still my maybe not ideal, but I've seen how that helped me to actually follow certain steps and practices to develop and really get most out of it. And I think you absolutely can do that by yourself, especially if you find good information, like maybe books, or maybe it's I'm sure it's online somewhere as well, and so on. But I feel hesitant to. Often when I discuss this, it's like not mocked. It's not mocked, but it's like talked about in a way that, as if it is very wishy-washy, if you say, and it's not to me. It's very, very accurate, and that's why I very seldom use it when it comes to other things than myself. I mean, I have what is the word now? I have agreed to do that for people now, like witchcraft, but usually I have never done that, although I have in occasion used it when, for example, there was an instant where my dad, he lives in a farm, and he had the sheep, and the sheep, she couldn't give birth to one of her lambs, and I mean, I do take the first of all the most I mean, the regular steps. What can you do to practically in this mundane 3D world do, you know? And I don't know much about that part though when it comes to that. But they did that part. But and I was at a distance as well. But then I usually go to those, to me, that are milder ways. I'm not saying they don't work, but they are not as strong and efficient as I have experienced it. So then when I felt, not, I didn't feel panic, but I felt that I really, really wanted to help that situation. So then I used that to resolve it. And also in other more like crisis situations where I really wait when it comes to that, even with those close to me. I wait a long time, even when it comes to myself, actually, when in certain situations. So yeah, I have because of its efficiency. And that's one thing that I mean, I have been involved a little bit with bunches of, if you call them new age stuff and so on. I mean, you cannot almost avoid it. It's in everything. It's like, but and I'm not against that at all either. I kind of find it sometimes fun, sometimes also very informative and great. And so, but when it comes to this, I really I keep it in such a high regard, and I've, yeah, as I said, I have had many discussions about that. Now I'll get into that instead of the yoga, but to me these are also paths that are linked. I mean, you develop these abilities, you can also do that in several ways, but yeah, anyway, so I see that many times how it can be like they almost like giggle inside around it, or both, that they think it's something evil or mean, but it's not. It's just a capacity, a capability that we have within, that we can develop and fine tune. We can get skilled, like as in any craft, any skill, like muscle training. It's actually not so different, because it takes time to practice, or being a gymnast or something. I mean, to get really good at the craft, you need to actually develop it. I mean, we have more or less easy access to those abilities also from maybe previous lives or before, but or just our personalities. But still, but yeah, I see that how it's interpreted very, and it's not I mean, it is not difficult to understand, since many, I mean, in all stories or whatever, witches are bad or mean or evil, you know, but that's not what it is about if you really look into it or listen to it. And it doesn't matter. I mean, now when I work also with the medicine wheel and the shamanism, which also have always been core in me, it's a path that I was seeking, I guess, that when I found witchcraft, because I wanted to, I've said it so many times, get closer to my ancestry, my Sami ancestors, the natives of Sweden. So, and that's not so much left. I mean, probably it is. I haven't found it though. I haven't been searching so very much, but it's not a practice that was easy to find, anyways. What they did, and much is also lost, since they weren't allowed and so on to keep practicing. But this was the closest that I found at the time when I was searching for it, and I felt missing in me, like, or it wasn't missing in me, but it was missing. I missed. To get closer or deeper into it, yeah. So, but I always knew I had it though, in a way. But that is also used. Sometimes that is used like as if it's better or good or whatever. Just using different words like ceremonies instead of rituals, or it's just a facade that is different, mainly, because the aim is still inside. If you would want to use any kind of skills harmfully, then you can, as well as you can use them for good. And that should be quite obvious. I mean, the skills themselves aren't mean. It's like saying also, like, as if someone who is very strong or have lots of muscles, they must be using them for bad, hurting others, or so on, or creating harm of sorts, which obviously is not true. So, and this is the same thing. It's just energy, and I guess that is scary sometimes, because for many it's very unknown. Or yeah, not unknown. Everyone knows it. We are it, but it's yeah. I guess the whole thing that it's on a different level of or different dimension, which is not so hands-on. You can't grasp it as such, and so it becomes vague, and that in itself make it sound either it sounds just stupid or maybe it's dark and so on in a negative way. Then dark doesn't have to be negative, obviously, and it's a really good thing also for people to confront all those fears that we are fed by society, by history and so on. And I've mentioned this in some videos before, but when I started to, I've met a lot of other fears along the way, but when I started to go past, checking into what does this really mean and so on, checking into several things related to preset ideas I had about things, and which created certain fears. I wasn't really aware of all that much, but it created a new problem. And when I went to watching, I remember seeing some Dracula film. I love those, but I used to feel a little bit of wow. It's a little bit half scary though. At some point or so. Not that I, I was so into it. So, but yeah. Anyway, so I realized after I had been doing those practices and also gotten more information about things and so on, I started to stutter. Anyways, I get so eager when I talk. Then I didn't even react. I was in the cinema watching some sort of that kind of movie of sorts, and it didn't affect me at all. I was just blank. It didn't react. I couldn't even. I couldn't pretend to get into the whole, because it was so far. I couldn't believe in that sort of thing, as in me. The evil dark they tried to portray it as such, lots of things, and it was to me it was just hilarious, more so, although kind of beautiful, like some of those are. The aesthetics of the whole film maybe I could enjoy, but the whole thrill it was gone, since I couldn't take it at all seriously, even in that sense. So yeah, it was not a great loss though. It was okay. I rather lose that. So I've been losing lots of fear since then, also other kinds. Yeah, but I guess that's part of the practice. Maybe that's the practice. Yeah, to do that, and you can do it in many other ways. Like yoga is one path that works for some, I guess. But I've always been pretty much a wild child. I've never wanted to be. I never conformed a lot. Quite some though, compared to my nature. I have a bit tried sometimes, but I suck at it. So I just have to give that up fully. If it suits me, not if it suits me, but if it's I'm sorry, I have to just mess with stuff a little bit. So if it is for an advantage, maybe I could. And I don't mean that as a game, just as a smoother path than just fighting stuff or being a rebel for nothing. Yeah. But it's natural in me. And also another thing I realized, I guess I realized that now when I went into that car crash, actually, or that huge truck drove into it. I still feel it a little bit actually, and I move my body much slower, like a certain, especially the neck, but also some other parts of my body. I still feel it. So actually, but yeah, so I realized that I kind of like that pause. I mean, it sounds probably extremely weird. I wouldn't want to be in that situation. It's not at all. So I mean, I wouldn't wish for that. And also, it's. I mean, no, I don't get scared. I don't get scared. Just yeah. I mean, no, I didn't actually. I just felt like I wanted to check on the kid, of course, first, just to see that everyone was fine. Like, obviously, but not like. Maybe I didn't have the time. I mean, I don't know. But what I wanted to come to, like, I wish you were here and could interrupt me with questions or anything, or just saying anything. Otherwise, I mean, I almost hesitate when it comes to speaking freely, just myself. It can go anywhere. No, but I actually, ASMR, the whole, I think I labeled it ASMR. What? Yeah, so I mean, I like the whole. I've been in some shocks in my life. I've been scared. I don't think you can be more scared and terrified than I've been by being sick by a lot of things, you know. I mean, I don't know, and I don't want to experience if it's possible, but it's like I felt sometime there that it's kind of reached an end. I had to find some deeper solidity, or I mean, just get even more rooted, get even more calm, and trusting myself even more, and so on. So um, it's almost like as if I like shocks. How weird does that sound? No, I don't. I want to be not in in those situations where I have been shocked. But the thing is, when that happens, I get into total calm. I go into total calm, and I'm so just everything becomes so slow and so, how can I, crystal clearly focused. Like never. I mean, everything else is just still. I mean, those probably have been in this may. I mean, those who react in that sense may know how that is. But it's almost sort of enjoyable for me. No, I am not asking for shocks. No, please don't. No, I don't want that. But it's interesting to realize that certain things that I may have avoided or been fearful about and so on, those situations may be worse than I could imagine, but also they could maybe not be. I mean, the way I would experience something may not be as horrible, anyways, you know? Depends on who you are and how you react and so on. So, why, I don't know why I went into that, but that's just some thoughts that I had that, wow, I really love that. I love that. Like, I'm not sure. Yeah, well, maybe I don't have to go into shock because of that, but I have been in shock also. But usually when things get extreme, I get very calm. I mean, you only have maybe people have, I have not, I mean, compared, you can't compare with anyone. But if I would compare to people who have lived in whatever situations in the world, you know, I cannot even understand what that would be. And you know, I can't say, I can't say much about that. And it feels like it's really a stupid thing to say now when I when I think about it. I mean, those who have been in, I mean, it's also maybe very different when you are constantly exposed to very heavy things. I mean, maybe your system can deal with it for a while, but then for how long, and how do you, if you need to recover, how do you do that then, and so. But yeah, still, it's almost like it's the space to be very, upset or nervous, or I mean, have all those, I don't know, things. It needs to be a certain calm, for at least for me. I mean, it needs to be quite safe for me to, not freak out, but yeah. Then I can maybe, but not much often anymore. But yeah, so I thought about that anyways, that I maybe it's not the time right now to more talk about yoga, trying to get myself back on track on the yoga. Oh, yeah. So maybe if someone comes in, I will stay for a little bit longer, depending on how nice or nosy you are. No, I'm just kidding. I would love that. Oh, someone is calling me. How typical. Where is the phone even? Oh, I don't want to. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to check here. If the one who's calling is like, no, I don't want to. I think I get a message now. No, I'm busy. I won't answer the phone. No. But you are not maybe here anyway, so I can like write a message here. I don't have the phone very close by. What? Stop calling. Hope you didn't hear that too much. Yeah, I just have to make someone maybe stop if it's them. So, yeah. Yeah, well, so I'm totally, and I see that when I read about the yoga now and try to like remind myself, ingenting. Wow, how does this person feel right now? Someone is calling. No, it's just right. Okay. Someone else. No, anyway, so yeah. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry, sitting here laughing at other people. How mean of me. No, but I see all the correlations with Ayurveda. Of course, Ayurveda and yoga. That's the same. Yoga is part of Ayurveda, but I also see how Ayurveda is so connected to these directions of the medicine wheel, and how I get so curious. Was it on the phone? No, so probably nothing important. So and everything else that I do, it's all different words for similar things, and some words I feel are more correctly describing. For example, as I maybe have mentioned, but in Munaiki, or the shamanic tradition from the Andes, they talk about the navis rather than the chakras, and that means the eyes, and that's so beautiful because that's what they are. When you perceive through the the chakras. I mean, you can really see, but that's not what you like, as if you see with your eyes. With your third eye, you can see like that, but your inner sense of seeing. But it's like it can be as visual as your open eyes, your mundane physical eyes. But the others, you can still see through them, but on a different level. You can get information as clearly as you get it from other. Yeah, energetically, you can get all kinds of information. So all of you who do that knows that. But still, I think it's such a, and also they are positioned a little bit differently, but not much. And yeah, I think that's perfect. That's the best description of them as I see it. So, or as I have experienced them. So, yeah, but I just felt when I check into those books that I have in yoga, they are very lovely, some of them, but they're very systematic and very like. No, there are a few others that I have actually, but I just felt like, yeah, the experience of that, I'm not so awesome at describing it, I don't think. Although, I mean, it's, to me, it's like inner massage, and some call it like, it's not work out, it's work in. It's like, to me, it's like truly, it's like getting a massage, and I love that. But it's from within. I just love it, and it's the meridians, and sometimes also when I have gotten massages, where they, for example, those Chinese kinds of massages where they really work through the meridians, different kinds, but I can feel that I could even long ago, and being as blocked as I have been, I mean, I'm still obviously in many areas, but I was worse. Think about that. Anyways, I could feel if someone like push their or press their finger against like above the eyebrow or head or whatever, I could feel it exactly in the toe where that meridian. I could feel it all the way through the meridians in the body. So, I mean, that was kind of fascinating to that person who did that to me. With me, she did do this gong, all kinds of sessions now. But anyways, because she had those images up on the wall with those meridians, how they did go and where they would like end then, and so I could feel it exactly where it went. So yeah, I've been very sensitive to energy like that. Yeah, I don't know, no one is coming in. Oh. So we will see. Maybe I will get into yoga again, but it is about union, to connect rather than disconnect. The body, the soul, mind, everything becoming one. And also knowing the experience of not being scattered like that. Because usually in this world, and more so like the world is today, it's very much like that. So, yeah. And back to Tiptoe D again. Yeah. She was a eclectic, I guess, pretty much. And she also did like her own thing. I mean, she researched and she had communicated, but she was those more open in a sense than I. because I still feel I have a lot of ideas still around that. But I hold some of those ethics very dear to my heart still, and that is, for example, I mean, which is different than the New Age. And there are, I don't want the whole guru thing. It's one thing to be a teacher, and it means teacher, but not like on a high throne or whatever above others. It's like we are all humans, and some knows certain things better, and we can learn from each other, all of us, and so on. But I mean, some people have more knowledge in a certain subject or experience and so on. So, but but especially this whole when it comes to money, that is more like New Age, and now it's more common, I guess, than it was back in the day. but still, I think you can charge for the time you take for, let's say, teaching or whatever, if you wish to. But then I think it's disturbing if you charge a lot. I mean, your time may be valuable for you, and maybe also, obviously, if you can charge that, it's valuable for others. So people have their choices, but I also think it is to fool people and to as if you own something, and as if that would not freely be something they would have access to, aside from obviously taking in account whatever time you put into something. But that shouldn't like be those enormous amounts that no one almost can do, or have to take loans or whatever. Yeah. So I mean, she shared freely. I'm not talking about her, but people around her and so on. And yeah, I think especially being, I mean, it depends on who and how you are, actually. To me, since I, Ayurvedically speaking, have so much Vata, and she was very interested in Ayurveda, by the way, but having so much Vata, being hesitant here and there, and changing my mind back and forth. And so, I mean, it was really good to have a certain path that goes from this place to that place, gradually you do this and you do that. And yeah, I don't know. It felt, it wasn't a rigid path, but it was very flexible in the sense of following whatever I asked, I guess. And my interest, you can learn how much. I mean, there is so much to learn in all these things. So you can't grasp it all anyways. But she was more like, I guess, self-taught, or among other peers, like, and is that the word for it, and I think that was confusing somewhat to her. I think that made her rather less secure in herself sometimes, maybe especially when she met others who I don't know. No, I can't talk for her, but that's my experience of I think it would have been easier still if she had had at least a basic teaching that she could like fall back on, and then just taking whatever choices or paths from there that she would have liked. I think it would have been easier. Yeah, because it is so much, and also the support, not only the teaching, but the support of following through, and so on. And it's very amazing the things you can achieve, and the abilities you can discover within. And that's something that disturbs me also, but I understand it still when I speak to people and they compare it to other things that I have also done that aren't, it's not comparable, it's not like close to it. So, but you can't explain that to anyone who haven't themselves had that experience. So yeah. Well, I guess someone did not come in. Yeah, now it's someone here when I just was going to end. Hi, please talk to me. No, you went away. Come back. Hey, come back. No. Let's see. Maybe I wait a bit then. If someone comes in, they were just like scared and went out quickly. Right. Yeah. And about her again, I'm not an expert of any kind on obviously I cannot be. I mean, yeah, she was just an awesome brilliant personality in so many ways when it comes to, and also very knowledgeable, especially maybe her passionate herbalism and so, which I suck at mostly. I have some information I have, but the knowledge, I don't have extreme knowledge about that because that have never been my most I have never been focused on that mostly. But so, and that's the whole strength also, aside from being in a coven where you have others, just the energy of more people brings strength to what you do. You can influence a lot more like that if you are at the same page, so to speak, and aiming for the same. But when it comes to not only the strength, but also the difference. I mean, you can add different skills because you will be, all of you, I really long for that sometimes. A coven, really, really, I long for those also very much, sometimes very much. It's like when you are so soul connected, even though, I mean, there is something there that is just always there. I don't know. I think so. Anyway, so the difference, I mean, I have those very strong abilities when it comes to the psychic and mediumship and so on, and many other things, but not the herb stuff. Mainly, I've learned that from the Ayurveda, I guess. It's in that practice that I use herbs a lot, and in Ayurveda it's called manifested light. So it's so beautiful, and so we bring light into the body when we use herbs, any kind actually, but certain herbs have different properties, of course, and so yeah, so yeah. What else to be said about that? But is my favorite word, it seems. Yeah. Yeah. But the things I said about her, I really appreciate her. I really did and do. Although our paths were quite different because I thought it was way too vague and unstructured for being such a not very structured person generally. And that's also the thing. I'm not very structured when it comes to this practical world. I need to be more so, yeah. And I'm getting myself there, but I just love the other things, so I tend to be more engaged in that. But and that maybe is also as it should. Maybe you don't have to have. I mean, it's good if you can handle and deal with your world, all aspects, but still, maybe not everyone need to have all kinds of skills. I mean, everyone shouldn't be doing the things that I do. It wouldn't even be good for anyone or them. And I think that's just how it is. And they wouldn't want to. I mean, that's my passion. It's not someone else's, they would suffer doing it, I'm sure. So if even they were able to really, yeah. So, but anyways, when it comes to that part, I'm quite focused on that level and dimension, at least at times. I can't say that it's always that way, but yeah. Since I find that so fun, so easy, and I really want to explore further, I'm so curious, adventurous in that way. I'm not very adventurous when it comes to this whole. I kind of, when people want to go on those. For example, my mom, she wanted to go to Nepal and everywhere, hiking, and I don't know what, and I don't. I maybe look like question mark. To me that seems like very much of a struggle. And it seems, I don't know, probably I would maybe loved and enjoyed such a trip. I don't know if I would have thought about it, but I've never had an aim like that in the outer world, so to speak, being adventurous as such. I like to experience and enjoy nature and through the senses explore the world. I mean, really get immersed in the world, like the 3D with all my with my physical being and senses. But I don't feel very adventurous, and I just want it to be like peaceful and calm in that sense. I don't have to go far away, or I've never had that really too much. But when it comes to the inner exploration and those kinds of things, it's like it's never enough. I'm always eager. It's always fun, and it's always new discoveries. And I'm so fascinated constantly. Also, the things that I do as a work, as a medium, and so on, seeing things I cannot know. That's to me every time I'm like jaw dropping myself, as it seems stupid to do that. But I mean, it is. How can I know? I mean, I understand. I don't know, but certain aspects of it, I think I understand. But I question that too. I question a lot. Hi, someone. Yeah, I question. You can write in the chat if you like, but you don't have to. You can just stay here and hang around if you want. No, I left again. Bye bye then. I don't see you, by the way. If you feel like I know who you are, I don't. I just see that it changed from one person to two. Yeah. So you can be anonymous here, anyways, if you like. Mm. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, but that part I can never get enough of, and I guess it's not only because it's so very fun, but it's also because I am quite brilliant at it. It's more fun then. I mean, those who get to go skiing, whatever sports they do, it's usually because they recognize their skills, that they are brilliant, and then they feel like they want to stretch that and see how much are they capable to do, So this is the same thing. I know this is my field. Even before I was trained as a shaman, I mean, this is a different kind. I guess the things that I did before I kind of knew about it, I only had my own experiences. And then I knew I could journey and do stuff. If I couldn't resolve certain things in the mundane outer world, or rather if people were like me, I wouldn't say that I've done it a lot otherwise. But if they were like me and tried to mess with me, I would journey and put a stop to that. So that skill I always had. And I knew my strength, and I still know my strength. So, and it's stronger now, obviously. But But I mean, yeah, I wouldn't allow that actually. And that's also like different levels of being in this world, so to speak. I talk so much. This is so ego, just me. But you need to be here and ask me, or talk about yourselves or whatever. I can read your comments, or do you maybe are on your channel, doing your thing, whomever. Yeah. But that's what we should do, right? So, oh, I need to do some yoga now, like stretching. But yeah. So that's what I did. That and yeah, I don't know. It's different now though. But I always knew I was skilled. I knew I was really, really sharp in that way. And I could never have imagined though, before first of all, I thought it would be bragging, calling myself all these kinds of labels of sorts, shaman, witch, even witch. Although that even seems like you put yourself down almost then if you perceive it that way. But medium and psychic and such, I thought that was like to try to boost or I don't know. I felt like to say that would sound like lies, you know. And so I didn't. Although I knew long ago. I saw things and healed people and whatever. When I was quite young. So yeah, but I did never call myself that. I didn't talk about that like that. I met my. Maybe can I talk about this now? Hope someone does not get pissed at me. No, she wouldn't. She's like sweet, I feel. I have an aunt who lives pretty close by. I don't think I ever told her this actually. I met her today. Actually, she had this corona, but she's like quite. I don't know her age. 85. No, I don't know. Let's see. How old can she be? Maybe I don't know actually her age, but she's very cute, and she had those bright purpley like knitted. What are they called? Those they have in France, like almost like a, those hat kind of thing. Never mind. She was so cute, and I've seen, although they have been quite religious in that part of my family. Some people, I mean, religious in the sense of churchy and even like, anyways, never mind. But I saw that she always had this gift very, very strongly, even as a kid. And I'm not sure how aware she is of that. Probably very aware of that. Maybe I have to ask her next time I talk to her. I think, yeah, I have actually asked her one time, and then she was, no, I don't think so. But I have to ask her again. I think she just don't want to maybe talk about it. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways. What was I going to say about that then? Later then, I was like 30 when I started, like 20 years ago or so, when I started to call myself a medium and a psychic, because then it was so overwhelmingly clear. So, I mean, I couldn't deny it. And I knew that if I have this in this extremely clear way, how can I deny? I mean, it's obviously the purpose is that I should use it for something, right? So if I don't let other people know that I have it, how can they know that I can assist them like in that way or so? I mean, so I like had to do it, and now it feels very common to me. But I still I meet skeptic people all the time, and I like that. I mean, yeah, I do. I totally understand. I would. I think it's not smart to just buy into stuff, and I think you should question things. And I certainly would have questioned. I always also have questioned this even myself, obviously. that's a need if you do these things, I think. Also, since I don't know, I cannot like say exactly how and why and so on, why it works. I know what I do and I know it works, but that's it. Suddenly one day might not. I think it will, though, pretty long time. I mean, it have worked, so why shouldn't it? It probably will. We will see. But I mean, I don't know that. How can I know? Since I don't understand it fully. So, but I'm pleased as long as I'm allowed to do it. Yeah, I'm really, really happy that I can do that. And I also am really grateful. It feels like I work for them in the spirit realm and they support me. And I know they do. They have my back. So that's cool. And so therefore also I don't want to like, oh, now I need to move this because there was a car. Maybe maybe someone is coming and checking it out. No, I'm just kidding. No, maybe someone, I don't know who that is. I'm getting paranoid here. No, but I will just I want to lean back. I have a window open here, so yeah, I come close now. Yeah. So, what else? No one's here. How long shall I wait for you? I don't want to look for. Maybe there's just the neighbors. I think they have such a sort of car. Silly. Well, I'll just sit like this for a while. No, I will just grab some. Oh, it was some curly-haired guy. I don't know. I will just hold it for a while. Yeah, maybe it's more ASMR if I sit close. But the thing when I do this for so long time now, I mean, keep it up for whoa. Yeah. For a long time. I will just sit here for a little bit longer. If no one comes in, then no one comes in. I will have probably something to say. So, what? I will just have to organize stuff here. So, yeah. I guess it's a good thing to plan like these things. But then again, actually, I think it's very annoying to listen to someone just maybe rambling around and not knowing where they're going and whatever they mean with what they say. But to me, that's awesome. I relax so much to listen to those people. Or rather, it doesn't matter if they ramble or if they are more on point like that. But what matters to me is that they speak from the heart, that it's authentic, that it comes straight from within them, that it's not like artificial and like pretend. That bugs me and that stresses me. I can't listen to it. And so many people that I like, I mean, I like the information they get out on here, and so I still can't cope because they are so freaking like almost professional, and should be a good thing. But to me and my mind and my ears, and so it's not. I just get so stressed by that. I like it when it's a little bit laid back like that. Yeah. So, and I really try hardest ever to avoid all the. I mean, there is so much. I mean, there is so much going on in the world, and obviously, I'm part of it, and we are all responsible. But I think also I should just not be concentrated on the level of the mundane too much. I mean, I say things, the few things that I still understand or get a little bit of as I think. Maybe I could change my mind, but the things that I see now, I I don't hide the way I view things. I just feel that also sometimes it creates gaps or conflicts where there need not be any, because people get so triggered, and so it's easier to just it won't help. It won't help that we kind of chew on each other's necks. We need to work together and help each other and so on, and be able to accept that we can see it differently. It's not to say that, obviously, and that's the thing, from whatever end you see it from. Now I get into that anyways, you see, because I talk for too long and then I get into everything that I should not talk about. Because the things that you see as a sort of a crime from one perspective, or rather, like, from different perspectives, you see the other perspective as a crime. And then it's quite hard to even try to understand what they mean, what the ones you see as the others. And I try to put myself in a position to listen. It's hard sometimes, but I also realize that I've been wrong a lot of times before when it comes to some things. So I need to try to understand what they see and what they mean, and also it's individual. It's very, when you put whomever it is into a group of or label of a group of whatever, instead of listening to what that exact person or individual mean or think or so on, then you can also obviously go very wrong. Although I also get that, because you're probably influenced by this, by some sort of I don't know, maybe idealism or other kind of view of the world and so on, that oftentimes are similar for those of you that were, never mind. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Hmm. Yeah. So maybe I get quiet after a while. Yeah, I don't want to use cards right now, or I have my own little cards as well with messages that I got from spirit information. No, I won't get into that. Mm. That's not a good sound. I have this, like, um, you know, metallic table or whatever. Doesn't make good sounds. Now I started thinking about the sounds. Yeah. So. Oh, I can't sit quiet here. Maybe it was like those who were here before. Maybe they're sleepy. They live in a different time zone. Maybe not. But they sometimes, people have same people obviously have same or different. I mean, channels and so on. I was so naive, and I've been learning pretty slow, but still I don't like to be naive, no, but I like to keep an open heart still. I don't want to get all too cynical, but I am quite There was someone calling me cynical. Like, I mean, if you try to break someone, you have to like try to find things that would make them really, really hurt or sad or whatever, obviously. So, which was like the total opposite of what I was at the time. But I think over the years, I guess I have developed some, and it's not too bad to have, especially when you meet certain kinds of people. Yeah, oftentimes that's not the best thing, I guess. But maybe it isn't also to be cynical. Maybe it's just to be a realist. Yeah, and I wasn't before. I just thought the best, and I couldn't even imagine certain things. Yeah, yeah. I guess I'm still pretty naive. Yeah, yeah. So mm, mm, mm. Maybe I should get back to the medicine wheel. The medicine wheel. I will work through that, or we, if it works and if they figure it out. I think otherwise I will just do it individually. And I used to start those at the autumn with them individually, if anyone is interested then, because it seems very. I mean, nah, I just want to make it as a group now, but that will go on for a year, every other week. And all of these things, I really, really, really love to spread it. I love to share it, not only that I share, but to share it with others so that they also, we can share it together. It's like that. But also, obviously, that I learn more the more I use something or get into it, and I kind of have to then, which I love, um, to remind myself, or even further learn myself and practice it. So that's totally positive. I really like to, I mean, it helps me to be pushed in that sense. I push myself. Um, but also, obviously, because I love it and I think it's really, really good and healing and helpful for those who are called or want to. So that will go on for a year. And that part I do for free. There was one here on like a health shop. We talked a little bit about maybe having something to together, but we were way different. I mean, from each other. So, anyways, also she was so, why are you doing things for free? Like, and I mean, to me, I will never charge for shamanic work. I I will never, and that's just the, and that is something I said many years ago. You have heard me before. I'm sorry. It's just part of who I am. I mean, it's just, it's the holiest place. Let's say, I could never put a price on that. It's priceless. There's no way I could equal that to some amount of money. And that's not to say that that is the right way to see it. It's just my way. Because I realized that I could charge for the time I do stuff or whatever, but I really don't want to when it comes to that. But when it comes to certain things, I do. Mediumship readings, I charge for the time I spend doing them, because I also feel there I cannot charge for the thing, because its its value cannot be priced as such. I could not understand how to put a price to it. Even the readings that I have gotten from others, I don't know how I should do that. So, yeah. Yeah. Um, so, anyways, it was interesting it's so, I mean, it seems like the focus on money is such a, I understand the pull, but it's really a materialistic, and it triggers, I mean, sometimes probably maybe do it for the understanding, deep understanding that this is energy and whatnot. But I think since it have to like be focused on it, I wonder if it's not about fear and the, and that we seek the solution on the, as they would, one would say in Munaki or the shamanic path, then on the level of the snake, on the physical materialistic level, we seek the resolution there because we don't trust, because our egos get so scared. We need to have our focus there. We don't believe we are held anyway other ways. Yeah. I think I have to stop now soon, right? What? This person, yeah, they went out of their car, right? So, oh, this is such a heavy mic to hold on to. Ah, my hand. Good. I don't think they're sitting still in the car now. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. The ASMR part just crashed down. All right, so, well, maybe someday you will be in here. But anyways, even if not, I mean, I ramble all the time. This is just not a coincidence. I mean, even when I do the other ones that are, that I can, I mean, I get into more relaxed maybe. I don't even if I know if I do, I speak as I do, but I try to keep it. Usually I'm quite loud actually as a person, so this is very, very mellow me. But yeah, so yeah, it doesn't really matter, aside from getting much more easy to me that it's uploaded already. So yeah, this maybe make a good sound. Maybe not. It's my rings. They just touched each other and I felt the sound was awesome. Maybe it's not for you. Yeah. Sitting here giggling for myself. How stupid. Yeah. Anyways. Better than being sad. So, I guess there were no questions really out there that I can know of right now. So, and also, I find it interesting. I mean, the thing is also, I mean, I had a problem diving down to this level of existence of the material or the physical. So when I started the training in witchcraft, those journeys and so on, I totally lost control and hoped that I would ever get back into my body, which I eventually did. I mean, I was really lost. Like I was just hoping I get back. And then every time that I went back into my body, I anchored myself deeper into the physical. So it really did not help me so much to get out there, so to speak. Rather, it helped me ground myself and get into myself. And that was, took some time. And still, that's not my natural space. But, and yeah. Anyways, so when it comes to those other levels, generally, you have a higher level of understanding, but you do also understand the more base level. So, I mean, those who learn, let's just talk about thinking and the physical. Younger persons, baby or childs, don't have that complex ability to think, but they will learn, and not only be on that. I mean, they have a lot more perception also, and so on. But anyways, they will still have that ability to feel through their bodies, as well as and understand the world through that, as well as through the thinking or the mind, and more complex feelings and so on. But also on the level of the soul or spirit. Hi, someone, don't go away all the time they come here. They just know that voice is awful. I will just leave, they feel, right? No. Anyways, so yeah, it was not very ASMR. I couldn't admit that. So yeah, hi, stay. If I thought if I whisper, maybe stay. That there was a like hello. If you want to, you can write in the chat. Maybe I talked too loud before. I will try to soften it. So what was I talking about? Yeah, I was talking about the medicine wheel and all that. If you have any questions or whatever, or want to share, say something, feel free to do so. Anyway, so I was talking about the whole levels of existence or something. And yeah, so if you have discovered certain, let's say, psychic abilities and so on, and also are somewhat grounded in this reality, then you will understand those. So sometimes, or very often, I meet and understand also that they are skeptical and so on. But, and I speak quickly, I know, I'm sorry. So it's sometimes hard to know how to deal with that, because to them I'm kind of a UFO. I mean, I'm kind of out there. They don't even, they think just I'm weird doing the things I do and talking about the things I do. And to me, they are so normal by now. And yeah, I do understand them, but it's still a clash. I'm not sure how to meet that always. And you cannot really explain it. You have to, I mean, it's an experience. You have to find that experience yourself, and not to some degree. Maybe you can explain. You can try, but yeah, it's like you're. I remember also. I will work at a coffee shop here close by. When they open, if they open, I hope they open. And slow down. Yeah, so where I did some mediumship readings, they had these runes they were selling. Maybe I mentioned this before, I probably did. And I did some just spontaneously some psychic readings for them, or mediumship. And they were, there were one who did not believe in that, and some skeptic, and so on. And afterwards they really did. So they offered me, I didn't ask for it, but they said that I could be there doing that and using their inner room there for that sort of stuff if I wanted, and have my cards on the counter there. So very sweet. So, but I guess it's different if you have an experience of it, then you know. Otherwise, it sounds just out there. So yeah. Now I kind of should talk on, maybe, if someone is here. Or someone is, apparently. But I've been rambling now for actually almost 1.5 hours by myself. So I don't know what to say now. And also I must say this, it's really relaxing for me with these people who are more very grounded, very focused on the physical. That's very relaxing to me, and it makes me giggly. I love that because it's they pull me kind of down to a different world, and I don't mean levels like upper and lower like that as if it was a value, like as if they weren't as good. It's not about that. It's just vibration. Oh, here someone said, can you read can you read the chat? Yes, I can. It wasn't a long. I can read it. Yeah. Oh. Oh. And so, who are you, Andreas? Mm. Yeah. I'm from Germany. Okay. How did you stumble onto my channel? Are you interested in ASMR or I mean, or do you know things about? Oh, he's out now. Okay, he's from Germany. I think the whole laugh is like that. It's so empty on here. Here you are again, but you aren't in here still. I mean, you love. I have never done live ASMR, although I call this ASMR. I'm so sorry. Live requests depends. I don't know. Really, I don't. I just talk mainly. I know those who do sounds videos, but I've never really enjoyed those ASMR stuff. I really like talking. I mean, even listening to that. So, but yeah, shoot. Tell me your request. I'm not sure I will do it. What would? Oh, there are 3 here. Oh God, and I get nervous. What are some objects? What do you mean? Do you have example? I don't have any eggs. You could take eggshells. Sounds awesome. No, but I can enjoy listening to sounds, but I get bored pretty quickly. Actually, I mean, generally in my mundane, ordinary world, I can enjoy like cans or cartoons, boxes. Well, I don't think I'm the best on this. I'm sorry. Old rubbish. Yeah, I have a lot of those rubbishes. But I don't know. Maybe you should send me a link to some YouTuber who do those sounds in a great way, so I know what you. No, I mean right now it's a little bit difficult because I don't. I mean I can't move around like as such. I have some. I suck at this. I would just. What was this? Cartoons. I actually have my bag here. I use it to put the mic on, so I don't have to hold it all the time. Some like. Oh, sorry, that was a bad sound. But here, I have a paper bag. It just sucks. I'm sorry. And also, I destroy it by tapping on that. I have plastic here also. Should I take the things I have in the bag? I don't crush them though, but I. Do you know what this is? No, boring. It's salt actually, but I can take the things from my bag. Oh, let's see. Am I really calming? Oh, great. All right, let's see. I will put the things I have in my bag from the bag. but I'll try to do it gently. I suck at that also. I'm sorry. Doc Martens or riding boots are perfect for it. I don't have. I wish I had. Give me some. Oh, I wish I had those boots. Like, right. Yeah. But here I have some things that I have in my bag. I have one kind. Well, I just know I have two. I don't have any boots here. I have them like in the hallway, so I don't have the mic and everything there. Why do you need to have them in boots, especially? Is this like a thing? but I only have like 2 boots, small. I will just pick up stuff. That's good. Then I can clean my. But can you show them? No. I can maybe put up a picture. Yeah. Okay. But I can. Oh, I have some things that I kind of like. Well, let's see if I can. Sorry, I'll just see if I can find these kinds of sounds. I love. Wait. Wait. I need to balance the mic on my leg here. So, kind of. No, maybe this doesn't make that sound. No, it was a little bit too sharp. It's like if you have. Oh, sorry. If you have like, not pills, but some sort of. This one. This is awesome to me. Let's see what they say. You didn't say a lot. Here. Wait. Oh, the mic almost fall. I need to balance that at the same time. This is so difficult. This is totally not the sounds you asked for, but this is like a short of D vitamins stuff. And I love the sounds of them, but maybe not in the video. Let's see. But then I have a paper bag. Oh, the mic sounds does not work too well. I have a paper bag. I could go on for hours. I have a lot in my bag. Oh, you like those sounds? Okay, I can't listen to that link now, but I will listen later, so maybe I can learn. But, and you need to be so patient doing these. They are so. I love those. That guy. What is his name now? We have this autistic son. I don't remember his name right now, but he's an awesome ASMR. He used to do those singing bowls or stuff like. Also, having such patience. I don't. Oh, this is too loud, I think. Yeah. Wow. And also the mic is almost falling. I had this to balance the mic, so now I have nowhere to balance it. Whoa. So. Is it crazy ASMR? I've never heard crazy ASMR. It's like, do they scream also? Yeah, I have actually heard some half crazy ASMR aside from my own crazy ASMR. Not crazy, but those who they talk about like brutal extreme stuff. There is someone talking about I forgot everyone's name. It was so long ago since I even listened to ASMR actually, but there was a guy. He had these really horror stories kind of, but in ASMR then. But I really didn't enjoy that too much. Here's my where I have my money. No, not much money here. and then, well, let's see. Well, oh, where Yeah, I can realize that. And I just don't. I hid the camera here. I really don't want to be out there. Here I have some almonds. If I can balance this right, a package of those. Is this like too loud? I guess it's quite loud, although I keep it away from the mic. How can it be relaxing though if they crush? Is it relaxing, you mean? If they crush things? I don't get it. I like some of the sounds. Okay, more into it. Let's find out, ASMR does. You have become really brilliant at that. So, but I'm too impatient actually. But I will still pick up all the things, although I have to move the mic all the time. Also makes no good sounds. And also whispering Canadian, obviously. Wasn't this my favorite? Yeah, I love stomping. The destruction. Oh, why? Whoa! Oh God! I'm this. Sorry. Why do you like destruction? Right. Okay. But I cannot. I don't have too much to destroy. No, I guess that's not too weird. But I have to listen into that. Let's see if it's. And here I actually didn't remember, but I have some all kinds of stuff in my bag. Some. Can you guess what it is? It's cabbage of some sorts. It's actually fresh, although I forgot it was there. Paper. I have paper here. I have stuff in it. Yeah, but I can sort of understand what you mean. I wonder if I have some paper. What do you mean, like crinkle it as such? I have a lot of paper. I've just cleansed a bit, so I've thrown them away just today. Usually, I have a lot of paper that I could do that with though. No, not in the boots. What's in the boot? What's up with this? These are probiotics. Mm-hmm. Do you eat them? It's very healthy. Can put them back in. Oh wow, this is so hard to balance. I know I won't film that. I won't do a boots video with anything in it. I'm sorry, but it seems like a sort of a what is it called now? Sex thing or something maybe. This was not relaxing. I had to stop with that. And then I have these. These maybe do make. But this is not so destructive. You don't like soft sounds. Yeah, fetish. Yeah. It's not. Yeah, I will listen to that. This is my gloves. Yeah, maybe I could rub them against each other. No, those are my whatever. And here is have some phones, several in my bag, just in case you need another one. I love to film and hear the yeah. No, sometimes it's not hard. So it's to understand why we don't need to really, right? Oh, dropping some other things. Mm-hmm. Sorry for loud sounds. Soon I'm done with what I have here, and this is another one of the same. And this is the third one of the same. I have similar things that are same apparently. This is Zinc Love. What do you love? Yeah. Yeah, this sounds better actually, I think. This is Zinc. I don't know. All right, and that's it. No, here I have some other also stuff for ending bleedings. Let's see. They can make any sound. Oh, it's actually open. I have to throw this one away. Wow, some of these are really not new. Yeah, I understand because we are like these are actually cannabis made of sort of. It's a cannabis leaf on these. I don't know why. Sort of such a product. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much for asking me several times. It won't happen though. I mean, you know those who know how to do those, yeah. So you can ask those. I don't. No, I will not film that. Maybe make the sounds, but I don't understand it even. I mean, I think you're better at it if you understand it, aren't you? So, okay, now I had found some things that I need to throw away though. That's good. And then I have some keys. Okay. Please. Why? I want to see the construction. No, I'm just kidding. And then I have some other keys. Bunches of keys. Here I have on these keys, I have a leaf from Canada that I got from Whispering Canadian, actually, still. No, I don't think so. But thank you for keep asking. Can you ask about some? Oh, you like keys though. Okay. Maybe I should keep doing that then to please you a little bit. Here. Which ones are best? Here is the keys with the. I am the same though. I don't give up. I think you can have this. I have this Yeti, or what you call this mic, and you can put it onto different. Yeah, you have like choices. Was that good? Here is another one of the keys. You want me to scratch and be all that destructive, right? Or on the mic. Do it for my ambitions. I don't understand. And these have actually kind of things that sound different than the keys on in the mouth. So they have like these kinds of things. Anyways, yeah. And then I have some makeup here in my bag. What do I have? I have some lipstick. It doesn't sound much. Maybe if I put them against each other or something. Here I have some lipstick. Dark pink one. I love. I would like all those gothic makeups, but you can't find them in regular stores so often. And then some eyeliner. And What else? Yeah. Oh, I bought some new lipstick. Oh, is that you driving by now? Just kidding. No, I'm not gonna get all. I wish I was. I kind of think it's really, really beautiful, actually. Yeah. I have an inner gothic. Oh, this sounds really fabulous, right? Let's see now. This is a no, not fabulous, but this is a lipstick, another kind of wet lipstick. Really, you are really good destroyers. I can think that, but I think I'm too. If I wish to, I try to find other ways. I try to steer that destructive force into a more. Oh, here are my new ones. They are actually closing a store, makeup store here in town. So I went there yesterday and bought a few lipsticks. Let's see. Wow, I need to just balance this. You can what? Yeah, steer it in another direction. Yeah, hopefully. Oh, I just can't balance this though much. The mic. So these are my two new lipsticks. Oh, I haven't even opened the one now. I have to open it. So there is one like it's so wonderful. It's really, really dark red. This one, you can hear it. I had like brighter red, but it doesn't suit me as well as those really, really dark. And if you mix it then with the really dark pink, purple, I mean. Did I say pink? I mean purple, obviously. Let's see. I need to, it's so dark here, so I can't hardly see how to open this. Right. This is good sound. There are 4 here now. You can chat on this sidebar here if you want to anyone. And yeah, I'm not going all in for the ASMR, so sorry if you are disappointed anyone. I could like whisper and be all that, but I'm so out of it now. I haven't done videos for long also. So this is another lipstick. Open for the first time. It doesn't make, yeah, when you put it back, it sounds. Oh, are you going now? Bye. Thanks for now, Andreas. I will check that link later on. So, okay, now I know what I have in the bag anyways. I better put this on. So, then the last things I have here. Maybe if you put them in, I mean, if you have them with each other, like these kinds of, no, I don't know. I don't do sounds videos. He asked me for it, so. And then I have some mascara and some other lip gloss here, and then that's that, I guess, what I have in the back. Oh, lip gloss. So do you want to say hello, anyone? This is the mascara. Oh, sorry about it, Mike. But as I said to him, I usually don't I don't do sounds videos usually, or I haven't ever really done. So, and I don't listen to them much. I listen mostly to videos where people talk or whisper mainly, and it haven't been so much of that lately. I mean, previously, to begin with, when I started finding ASMR. It was, I'll just put things back meanwhile I talk. It was very common to hear people whisper. I love whispers, but I'm not the best at them. I usually get into soft spoken or something, and I don't even speak slow now. Now I know. Yeah, and usually I do card readings on here. There are still 4 here. So hey, I'm glad you're here though. Feel free to talk to me, ask me something. I'm a psychic medium, and Ayurveda therapist, and whatever. No, not whatever. But what else? Yeah, shaman, witch. So here it's solved. If you have any questions or have anything you want to say, feel free to do so. So now I know what I have here though, in the bag. Here are my gloves. What are they called? Those ASMR psychic fruit or something. They do really good fabric sounds. I really enjoy them, although I don't listen to sounds a lot. Here are some almonds. I can put them back actually. Good to have if you try to avoid sugar, as I do. So I have never really heard about that. It's like Chaos Magic, ASMR Chaos. But I haven't checked into ASMR too much anyway. Here is the cabbage. Actually, I remember Kara said she loved tapping. She laughed at my tapping though. But I could try to tap on something. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, you left. Everyone left now. No, not one. Okay, it's only you, 2 actually. Tell me if you want to tell me something. So I will try. Oh, this was really rough sounds. I thought it would be very sweet. No, this was not the best. I will try to tap on it. I will find something else. That was weird. I will take my glass or my cup here. Oh, sorry. I actually, as I said, but I could. There was someone asking me. The only time before I've tried to do some. Probably my cat will wake up now, but when I've been asked to do some sound videos, someone asked me to light matches all the time. Like I would like get sick, but for not an hour, but I have some matches here though. So. Sparkly sounds, maybe. I don't want to. Oh, I like scent though. But I don't want to, I don't know, burn up the house. But here are some matches. Maybe I can tap on that. It's like a tapping, actually. But the matches themselves, maybe. Oh, now I'm alone again. Yeah, I shouldn't have called this ASMR because it's really not my thing mainly. I mainly talk. So, yeah. And also ASMR, I've developed it. I've become something else than what it was. Oh, I need to put this back also, this phone. Yeah, phone. So it have changed a lot. And I'm still behind. I'm like on the old kind of ASMR stuff. So no, uh, no, I have to stop. I can't label it ASMR because I don't do what they generally do and what they expect. Then soft spoken, maybe I could label it rather, because it's more of the speaking part that I do. So, and also I have a lighter, and I start to do all. I have a few things here also. I have like these kinds of. Have you watched her? She does like those. Lana or whatever. I must put a link to her video. She does a video where she explained it's like related to men and women and the chakras. I will put that label or that link beneath in the description box. But she keep doing this with her pens when she hold them. These are like markers. And I love it when she does it. I don't know why. It relaxes me so much. But she just happened to, I think it annoys some people maybe, but I love those sounds. When she talks, and the way she talks and moves everything, I just enjoy that. She have those. And oh gosh, now everything falls. And also I have a lighter. Doesn't really work. I think I destroyed it. Talking about destroying, I happened to. No, it actually works. Yeah. I can't sit there now. I've been sitting here for 2 hours actually. 1.5 hour alone. I need to label it differently. I'm so sorry for you who thought it was something else, and then I was here just doing it wrong. yeah. The things that are out there, but voices are the most ASMR thing for me. And I discovered ASMR. I just happened to stumble upon it, and I was hooked quite immediately, especially with those who also did cards, tarot cards. Even those who didn't believe in them actually were quite correct using them. But just the sound of the cards and watching their fingers and nails and then also I stumbled upon then Whispering Canadian, and then I was absolutely hooked. That voice, that also the soft spoken, I think all of his voices, let's say. But then I was like, it was like a drug for my brain to listen to that. Yeah. I don't think I have enjoyed a lot of ASMR since then. I also saw Matthew McConaughey, however you say it, True Detective guy. I just saw that today that he have a channel on here. He speed talk a lot, so I do it myself now, but I can't really enjoy that as much as I did when he was in True Detective, because I love when he speaks like this slowly, but I love his voice. Anyways, but yeah. I don't think Whispering Canadian. Maybe I have another channel, but I don't think he does much there, anyways, anymore. So, and I haven't listened to so much ASMR lately. I sometimes come across something, but for me, I love to listen to someone who don't. I can even have enjoyed role play sometimes when it comes to like being at the hairdressers or whatever, but mainly when people talk about something that is actually real in their lives. That's what I love, and that's what I relaxed the most. You kind of hear that it vibes from some, even if it would be a story, but it's still from within. It's just not. No, I think mostly when it's authentic and it's something real people talk about. I love. It is a different sensation, kind of. Okay, I will have to stop this now, but I hope someone maybe enjoyed afterwards. I don't know how it sounds. Yeah, and thank you so much for someone's input here, anyways. But I realize I have to label it, otherwise I get people here who will just be disappointed at me. Okay, so the topics that I'm passionate about, I love to talk about those. If you have any questions or whatever, actually, I like whatever questions, but maybe I would say no, or maybe I don't know answers. But also, yeah, just like chatting, and also cards. I will do that some other day, not today. I was not up for that today, but I will. And maybe further down the road, maybe I will tune in more also in a psychic sense in here. I do that a little bit on Facebook, but each week to a few people. We will see how it goes. But thank you so very much, everyone. The few, but I appreciate each and every one of you. I guess that's different if you have extremely many, and I'm not aiming for that. I mean, my aspirations is just to enjoy this, and it's calm like this, so I like it like this. Okay, take care, and I will talk to you again, I guess, soon. Yeah, bye for now.